Almost missed it.
Em's doing the bottom weave over there lately. I don't know what's going on. So,
It's big boots on a rug.
is that what it is? Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
White.
And today, courtesy of my brother, we're cracking open a new bottle of Weller 12.
Weller 12.
Didn't think we were going to see this one on the channel. So let me preface this review by saying, if you want to do secondary, whether you're a buyer or you're a seller, that's on the people. You do you. But it really irritates me when you go into a store and you see this bottle that's supposed to retail for approximately, $40. It actually says on the internet. She can say what she wants. It's $30 to $40. It's an MSRP was $40.
She goes, it's a $30 bottle of whiskey. Why are they charging you that much? I'm like, wow.
MSRP was $40 according to the internet. I've seen this in the store for $400 in an actual store. That to me is wrong. That to me is hot. A store owner shouldn't be able to sell. That's my rant for today. If you want to buy it and sell it to somebody on a secondary, I don't agree with it. But Yeah, I do. But when a store owner does that, the poor people make it. They're not making any of that money. That's 100% going to the store. So to me, that's garbage.
The poor people making it is just getting a sample.
They probably sold it for $30. You know what I mean? And so they can do it.
Sample it too.
So, anyways, we paid $49.99. We thought that's a legitimate price. If it's a $40 bottle, I don't mind paying that. $400, that's crazy. So we got this for $49. Somebody else might have got one for a slightly cheaper price. I don't want to name any names, but so anyways, it's
what you do when you shop.
Right. It's owned by Sazerac. It's made at the Buffalo Trace Distillery. It's a wheated bourbon originally created by Weller Distillery Company. It's named after William LaRue Weller, who was a distiller who was credited for being the first one to make wheat as the secondary grain as opposed to what's normally rye. I'm going to be so nervous to pull this. So this is a $400 bottle right now. We can't be spilling any of this business. Let me do this. So, he is credited also for hiring Julian Van Winkle, who would later be known as Pappy Van Winkle. So this is, I forget the equation, and a bunch of people have done it, and we don't have the other one anyways, but I believe it's so much portion of this one, so much portion of antique. You mix them together, and you get poor man's Pappy is what they call it. But it ain't poor man's Pappy when you're paying $400 for a bottle of this stuff. So, but Pappy is very expensive. But I think I shortchanged. You sure you don't want this glass? I'm kidding. I can always pour more. I know where the bottle is.
Do you?
Well, I do right now. I never know.
It doesn't have to travel. Well, it could.
No, it could. So, I won't get this in a blind, but I am getting the wheat smell on this one, like it's a wheater.
Yep.
It could be because I just said it out loud in my head, but
I'm having nose problems right now.
I noticed that. Don't make me throw up in my mouth. It has a nice nose.
I was just gonna say
jumping out of it.
Say the same thing.
So okay. So it's funny when he did get it and got it for a great price, because we didn't know he knew he was going to get one. The people said he had one, and again, we wouldn't have got this if he's not making friends and family with store owners and stuff. Like they're not just sitting on shelves. You know what I mean? And if they are, they're sitting on shelves at a $400 price tag that you would never buy.
If they're out, they are definitely locked up and
that's
a high
mean.
price.
Yeah.
So typically these will be behind the scenes, and if you go into a liquor store and this is what you're looking for, and you don't see it on a shelf, if you ask them, first come usually first serve, unless you spend a lot of money currently are doing.
Well, but it does help. I mean, you know what though? you storm into a store and you're like, "Where's your pappy?" They're gonna be like, "We don't have any." But if you do make a rapport with people, they know you're spending money in the store. That's the whole point.
If you're walking up and down and you got this, and they're like, "Is there anything you're really looking for?" And you say, "Okay, I'm looking for a larceny barrel strength or barrel proof,
and it
C whatever," and then they're like, "Yeah, I don't have that one, but I have this one."
Right. It does help too when they know you're not just trying to buy this and flip it on a secondary, because
they
that's
see
like
it.
a slap in the face, right? Where they know you're actually doing something correctly, and sometimes daily.
I went weekly.
I know where you went, but no. I mean, honestly, depends. I mean, you're in the store all the time.
Yeah, this one, he held for us. Some stores they won't hold it. It's first come first serve, and then.
But that goes with it. If you want to see that video, everyone's done it, so we weren't going to do it. But there are ways to get allocated bourbon.
Back to this, it's very good.
This is actually very
just
good.
the side.
I don't know what happened because it's hotter on this side of the table. I shortchanged my pour.
I see that.
I did, so I got to make sure. There we go. That now we're even.
You just leave the cap for now. I won't check the bottom.
He's going to check the bottom and put the cap on. You can gladly take it off again. But overall, this is actually really good. We have not had, and we might have to do that. We won't do this
a bad weeder
tomorrow. We've had a lot of good ones. So I will be interested to see. We can't do it tomorrow because it's not fair to this bottle. We're going to leave it at least for a week. But maybe the following Sunday, Fun Day, we can do like a battle of the weeders. We can take out like Rabbit Hole, which I remember being very, very good. And we got Larceny. I think it'd be around the same
It's almost the same price too, I think Rabbit Hole was.
Right. That's another one that a lot of people don't talk about. And I think it is phenomenal. Really. There's certain
I wish it was closer.
Honestly,
I'd be dragging to that place all day long.
Right here. This one is like a hidden gem to me. It is so good. Maybe we'll do that Sunday Fun Day, where like Battle of the 101s. I just remember that one. Like every time I have it again, I'm like, oh my God, that one's good. You know what I mean? I wonder if it'll be like the Wild Turkey. They're both 101, right around the same price range too. It's like a dark horse. You don't hear about. Nobody talks about Wheel Horse. You know what I mean? But overall, it's cracked up to be. This is not a $400 bourbon. Mm. This doesn't hang like even the Bookers or the Elijahs or any of the barrel strength, but it's very good.
It's
90 proof.
No,
very good 90 proof.
Super nose, super taste.
It has a nice. Let me try to get the. It does have like a wood finish. You definitely can taste the 12 year. You definitely get that barrel influence on there. You know what it kind of reminds me of, and I wonder if it's not a weeder. But it reminds me of the difference between like Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare. Eagle Rare kind of brings that nice woody aspect at the end. It has a nice flavor. We haven't had the regular one, but it brings that after the secondary. We haven't tried the
I haven't seen it.
You can't. This is the first Weller we've seen.
Yeah,
that's not locked behind a thing for $400.
Correct.
So,
or way out.
But still, $400. You know what I mean? Like, there was no way. I honestly wrote off the fact that we would ever get a Weller 12. Because there's no way. Even my buddy, and hello, Jim, I know you're watching. I'm not paying $400 for a $40 bourbon. Just as much as I would like to throw it on the shelf and be able to say we had it. This is not worth it.
I tend not to go back to those liquor stores that have it.
I agree with you.
I
don't either.
But the only kicker is, they're like so tied into like this, and they don't know anything about that one. Right. And then all of a sudden you get a super deal on this one, but you pay 9 times the amount for this one. It's a weird
name.
It's just a weird like, oh, I don't know this one. Well, I guess it's this.
In a perfect example, the same one that had this for $400. I have another one that's over in the Santa Sack that I got $20 cheaper than what it was supposed to be.
So as much as I do not want to go there.
You don't want to give them your money, but on the other hand, when they misprice something, you want to take it. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
I say I don't like to, and I try not to, but then it's also, some of our stores get hit pretty hard, and they don't get it for a couple of weeks, so you got to void off of that, and you see the same benchmark at the bottom, and that's fine. This is very good. You go... I thought it was just me last night.
No.
I didn't want to. I did try my bottle last night, and then I was like, wow. So I'm glad we kind of got this one out, so I didn't have to keep it a secret as long. I'm kind of glad she talked me into it. Because I went to a liquor store looking for something, and she's like, oh, I have a Weller.
Don't get me wrong. in the last Blind Fight Friday, we just had 1792 full proof. Does that give you a longer hang time, more of a coat, and a better feel? Yes. You know what I mean? To me, but because it brings the proof.
It's that,
But this is a very, very good 12-year 90 proof.
how long was that one?
It wasn't that long, but it definitely
But,
gave you a
no,
better
but that's a
mouth.
higher proof though.
Like 100% high proof.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's not really apples and
it
apples
brings
there.
it brings more of the it price is price. You know what I'm saying? But no, we will have to do. We'll look in a collection. We'll see what we have for weeders. I think the regular Larceny is around a 90 proof. It might be 92 off the top of my head, and I think Rabbit Hole is right around there too.
Makers would be, but
It would be. Someone drank it all. But we do have the Makers 46. We can always throw that in there.
I got a big straw in that.
Yeah. The only issue I'm having is my glass keeps evaporating. It's so hot in here. This is the hottest day of the
This
season.
is yeah. For all the talking you're doing, that is kind of surprising.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Look at
going
me.
on.
I'm kind of like
I don't know what's going on.
I'm enjoying it actually.
I am too, but I think I'm enjoying it too much because it just keeps going down.
Is this what I have to maybe take for a ride?
Come on. No, honestly, that it is
The
very
nose is
flavorful.
even just.
It doesn't have any hang time though. If I have any complaint,
We won't say that with like any 90 proof really. Unless maybe it's a
not
rock.
for 90. No,
Unless
because when
maybe
you get
it's
the
a rock.
knob is where we started. That's 100 proof.
It's only been the only one
Nope.
we've kind of stood on Ezra.
I said if I can make one bad comment about it, it's
don't
not
like
even a bad comment.
I apologize.
I apologize. Let me take that back.
I think it's if you can find one,
Oh, 100%.
I
This
think
is a
it's-
buy all day long around MSRP.
and don't be a dickhead and sell it. Just drink it.
You do you.
No, I'm gonna. Say
You know what
don't
though?
be a dickhead and
I just want to say one thing though. I don't fault the person as much that wants to buy it and then flip it as the person that's dumb enough to pay $1,000 for the
Well,
book.
you're right. It's business.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
That's like a two-way street. That I can almost accept, but when it's in a store for
Business is
$400,
business,
that I think is wrong.
No,
They
I
should
agree
they
with
should
you.
be held to a certain standard. Because you know what I mean?
They're not.
100% they're not. And it's amazing. We've said this 1,000 times. When
The
you are
difference in
bourbon
prices from store to store is a
is,
kicker.
is crazy. Where you can get a bottle here for $40 and that same bottle is $75 at the next store, and it's like, why? It's the same bottle. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly the same bottle.
And it should be. And there are states like that.
Even
There are
as simple
states. I
as-
want to say Pennsylvania is regulated. I think Virginia is regulated.
Wild Turkey
where
101
you have
can
to
be $9 difference for a 750 milliliter.
100%.
$9 in
Yeah.
a 10-mile radius.
Yeah.
That's $9 is $9.
And again, there are certain states, and those people that live in a state kind of don't like it, but on the other hand, I think they do like it
New
because
Hampshire's probably
you know you're going to go up there and you're going to get a certain price. It doesn't matter. Every store in the state, you're not going to have to. That's the problem with Massachusetts is you can literally, like you said, 4 miles down the road, you can get a bottle here for
It
$20, or the next bottle over here is $35, and it's the same exact bottle, but you have to be smart enough to know which one.
Yeah,
you're
and
going
what
to.
kicks me in the ass, what pisses me off even more, is because I bought it at the higher price. Then tomorrow I go to this store and it's
And it
$7 cheaper. It's like,
But again,
Son of a
this is the same bottle we haven't seen since
No,
we
yeah.
started this channel.
no, I get it.
And that's the fun and
Any-
the bad
any-
part of
any
of-
color.
it's the fun and the bad part of actually hunting for bourbon is you don't seem to find them. You can't find them. You can't find them. And then when you find one, you find like 6, and you're like, "What just happened?" And then they're gone forever again.
Because
It floods the market.
this
It's
is what,
gone.
yeah. So right now in our area, well is out because it's now in three of the liquor stores that I go to,
Right.
and whether they got 3 to 6, that's it.
This is very good though.
I know if you keep
This is
talking,
very
we're gonna have to pour more.
I know, and this is a neck pour. So we won't do it Sunday Fun Day because that would actually be tomorrow. So, but we're definitely gonna write that down. I'll forget it. But I do want to do the battle of the weeders. We have at least 3, so we can do it. We can do it in like a week or so. We'll let this one open up a little bit more, and then we'll see. We'll see blind.
We'll see if Makers comes back into the market. It didn't evaporate. It probably won't come back.
They did have a makers today, but they didn't have a small one. They actually had the
Handle.
like grab the whole bottle and walk out. They had the handle of makers, and I considered it, and I was like,
We don't need a handle.
We don't need. No, we didn't. That's why I said someone else is gonna have a
unless you're gonna make that your drink.
Well, it is delicious.
No, it's not a bad. It's not a bad option.
And then I said we do have 46, and then again, then
I
bought like 3 other bottles that I wasn't gonna
like
buy.
80, right? 86. What is that? Regular make is 80, 86.
Yeah, it'll. Is it 80? I'm not sure.
I don't think it's 80. I think it's 86 maybe.
I just remember it being decent though.
Well, so whatever that is, it's 3 down from that one.
Because
remember I
because you crapped on it, and of course I'm not gonna see because I did go to the store today. I was gonna buy a thing of Ritas, but I didn't like any of them, so I didn't buy them. 47. So this would be 94.
So it's like 90.
All right, so it would put us right in the same range. I mean, worst case, we can always throw the 46 on there. It's right in the same range. Gives you a little bit taint with the wood on there, but I don't think. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we definitely have to go before we reload again.
2 more conversations.
And I'm definitely going to have to hide this bottle for myself because
the nose is
the willpower is not really good. It actually really is. You know what? I can see why people flock to
Jimmy,
it.
you're not going to be disappointed.
I'm going to do my best to get you one, Jimmy. We're gonna do our best and see what we can do.
He's already pawned it off, so you'll get one.
If it's still there, you never know. I didn't think he was putting them on. I thought he was going to hide them because that's the way most of them work. So, all right. We'll see what we can do. If you get your hands on it, again, allocated.
The nose is
crazy.
crushing.
This is not a $400 bottle.
No.
For anybody who's watching.
No.
It is good. I don't.
Would I be happy if it was a 30? Yes, but
right. But honestly, so many things up there beat it. No, it's like that one's the one bottle I got, and he didn't give me a price.
Well, we can get it down the street.
It's like 28.
It's still one down.
It's 28 down the street. I'm thinking it's around that one, and that's 32.
35.
Okay.
36. 35.
35.99. That's what it reminds me of, to be honest with you. Like flavor-wise, with the tail.
It's probably got the same. It's the same proof.
Again, that's another one they marked up to like $60, $70 in a lot of
bad.
stores. So no, that was a good price too. So thank you very much. If you are watching and you sold this to Mike, greatly appreciate the fact that you were honest and you actually sold it for a legitimate price. Let's put it that way, because there's a lot of people out there that are mocking this up like crazy, and it's just wrong. So that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
I'm almost thinking I might have to get myself another one. It's pretty damn good.